So the next little topic is that WWE has announced a new reality show called Superstars of Tomorrow. It will feature Montez Ford and Bianca Belair. According to SE Scoops, the company will follow Bianca and Montez as they incorporate themselves in the new NIL program that was introduced. The series, which will be on Hulu, will take a look at collegiate athletes hoping to become the next WWE superstar. So, how do you feel about this move? How do you feel about Bianca and Montez being on this show? How do you feel about a program like this being a thing? Can't even hear you, bro.
Oh, there we go. There's my green button. All right, I'm back, y'all. Okay, yeah. So, of course, everyone knows that one of my favorite wrestling couples ever is Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. They're like the perfect couple, like the most perfect situation possible. Like you have Montez Ford, who I believe like came through like the military and stuff like that, and then you have Bianca Belair, who's just like this well-rounded athlete. She's just good at everything that she just fucking does. It's great. I think that it's awesome that they are giving her such a John Cena like career, that they're placing her as being like the face of something like this. Not only just her, but Montez. You know what I mean? And it's really cute that like between the two of them, they kind of lead with like Bianca being the semi a little more dominant, like the star of the two of them. Not that Montez is not a star, but it's just kind of cute where it's just that like they treat them like a couple. They let everyone know that they are a couple, but like Bianca's like the major star. I think that's pretty awesome, and I like the idea that as you put it, it's like a competition to become a wrestler, right? Where people showcase their athleticism. I think that there's no other better person on the women's roster to have represent this than Bianca. I mean, for crying out loud, she was a track star. She did CrossFit. She done like powerlifting and whatnot. Again, wrestling came to her so naturally, and she wasn't someone who grew up watching wrestling. She was just like a homegrown talent. And there's something that like I think is like important about that aspect, because she wasn't someone that like went through the system to be as good as she was. She just had the it factor. So I feel like she'd be a great person to be like a mentor to these people. I'm not sure too much about Montez's career, if he like went through like any type of indie circuit or did he just land it with WWE. But I think that it's pretty cool to have them both represent as a unit. And I think that it's great to have the two of them, considering where they're at and the points of their career, mentor other young talent and evaluate them. I feel like it works. I think it's fun. I think it's fresh. It's been a while since WWE had a competition show. I think the last time I was aware that they had a competition show was Tough Enough.
Tough Enough, yeah.
And like, I don't know when was the last episode of Tough Enough. I think the last time I watched it, Chelsea Green was on that bitch. That was like such a long time ago, maybe over a decade ago. But I think it's fun. And I think game shows and competition shows, for me at least, are super fun. I know I'm definitely going to be tuning in for this, but I think it works. I think it definitely works. And it kind of almost makes me think, like, is she almost getting like the Bella treatment? Like, you know, they had the Bella twins be posted everywhere. You know, they were part of music videos. They had their own TV shows. They had their own spinoff of a TV show. They had their own lines going. Are they like doing that, but reintroducing it with Bianca? You know what I mean? You know how John Cena and Nikki was like that it couple? It's kind of like they're doing that with Montez and Bianca. And that's, to me, fucking lit.
I think so. I think so. I think so. I don't even know if you can call it the Bella treatment, because it's just one Bianca, right? It's not Bianca and somebody else. It's just Bianca. But I do see it. Like, first of all, I'm not even going to try to echo what you just said, because what you said was what you said, and it made perfect sense. And I'm just going to piggyback off of what you're saying by just saying this. Like, Tez and Bianca are just sexy people, man. Like, they just look good. They just look good. They're in shape, well-spoken, well-dressed people. And I feel like when you're that good in the ring, when you look that great individually, and when you're just as they're not problematic. You don't hear anything about Tez. You don't hear anything about Bianca. It's like you position yourself for so many opportunities because you're just not in the mix. You get your bread, you go home, you know what I'm saying? Like you do what you got to do and you get up out of there and you're not involved in anything problematic or toxic. So I think that's one of the reasons why they are getting this treatment. Second of all, I think that this is great. I think this is a great opportunity because I feel like competition shows, reality TV is another great way to generate interest in the WWE. We've been talking about the NIL program and the people that have been coming up through NXT for so long, and I feel like this is a great way to one promote because it's gonna eventually promote NXT, right? It's a great way to promote NXT. It's a great way to have a fresh approach to WWE programming. And I think it's a great way to kind of show how important Bianca and Montez are to the company. Mind you, they were also there for the ringing of the bell at the New York Stock Exchange to celebrate the merger of WWE and UFC. So they hold these guys in very, very high regard, and rightfully so. So I think it's a great move. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they do with the show. But I'm not surprised in one bit. But I want to hear what everybody else has to think about Tez and Bianca and this new show on Hulu, because I think this is like their second show. They have like their own relationship show, and then they have this show. So listen, they're getting their coin, but let us know in the comments below how you feel about them.